Today I got a very special guest, my friend Aaron. He's an AI consultant. He works with over 50 clients. These are 9-figure companies that he helps with transformations around AI. I can't wait for you to get behind the scenes, see what he's up to, and see what we're building.
Let's go.
Get it. Out here with a legend in the industry. We're going to be talking about AI strategies. Aaron's been working on this really cool PropTech solution. So we're going to be talking a little bit about that and our go-to-market strategy for you.
Yep.
And then also I'm going to show him a little bit on what I've been working on, creating this brain for myself, second brain that helps me understand all my clients, my team members, what struggles they're facing, what initiatives that we have for the company, and how we're trying to tie that all together. And maybe you're going to be able to give us some additional pointers.
Yeah, I hope so. I hope so in that aspect. Just a little background about me. I'm really big when it comes to local models, because when I consult other businesses, a lot of people love to use Codex or other platforms that have high token use. But my biggest thing is the same way that Elon Musk is it's everything is about efficiency at the end of the day. How can I make your business efficient and save money? The only way that you can realistically do that in today's society is finding models that, you know, you can run completely locally, because then you're eliminating your entire token usage and doing so on a capability that's still there. It's increasing the functionality of the business. You're lowering the human error to not 1%, not 2%, but completely null. And that's what I'd like to focus on. So really seeing what you got going on here with Hermes and seeing your little brain is going to be really cool to check out.
Yeah, and then I think you were talking about like hosting everything on a virtual private server, right?
Yep.
VPS?
Yes, sir.
And how I need to transition to that, because yesterday what I had to face was a big failure where I didn't have enough harnesses, I think, to prevent me from fucking things up, because I gave a prompt to Codex computer use, and it just went ham on trying to build the ports out for my local model that I'm using, that's connected to Slack and WhatsApp and Telegram, and just stopped working randomly. And I'm sure I can troubleshoot it quite quickly, but having some sort of like harness and like more better practices between like how I can use linear Sentry to like, you know, just create things,
really create the brain so that it's in full effect and it's an actual functioning brain.
Exactly.
Not just missing a couple parts, you know what I mean?
And not a brain that doesn't show up for work here and there.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. You want to wake up when you need to wake up and go to sleep when it needs to go to sleep, if anything.
Yeah, very cool.
But yeah.
Let's get it.
How's it going, Em? Or not? Well, first
briefly, man.
What's up, Carlos?
Aaron is a G. He's like an AI consultant working on
nice.
some big clients, and he's building out this PropTech company. And I might put him on like a launch platform like Reese Lake, and just like help him go to market.
Nice, yeah.
Because we have a lot of real estate connections. So I have this Mac Studio right here, and check this bad boy out. I should have got the 512 gigabytes, but I got the 96 gigs with the Ultra.
Nice.
And then here, I just got this laptop, but I barely use it. This one has the M5 Max with 128 gigs. So maybe I can run a local model here as a backup. See, right now I have a routing harness, things that's organizing my workshops, one that's, I'm trying to gather YouTube data of other competitors. I have one handling my Supabase migration from Obsidian, one that's syncing all my Fireflies and dedicated channels in Slack, one that's composing my YouTube library, one that's helping me build out a member map, one that's helping me create a dashboard view on my clients from a coach perspective, one that's like helping me set up the actual agent inside Slack more effectively, client profiles, like building out client profiles, as well as like standardizing key terms, like industry terms. I do have it set up with ScreenSpy, so I can like log in remotely on my laptop if I need to go. Be on the go. I also have Termius on my phone. I was able to set it up with both Telegram and also WhatsApp, voice memos, and then same here with Atlas. Side Telegram, I have just another agent. Long term, one of my goals is to turn my AI into agents. So Iris is going to be the creative director. We have Venus, who's going to lead with partnerships. We're going to have Apollo for marketing. We're going to have Midas for the CFO. We're going to have Mercury for sales. We're going to have Atlas for the systems and infrastructure. We're going to have a strategy consultant, Metis. We're going to have a COO that helps with ops. We're going to have Athena as the CEO brain.
Now, is this running one organization or running multiple?
Yeah, this would be agents that help run every organization. I have one more that I'm building out. His name is going to be Sol. I'm trying to refine his character still. He's going to help with like being a chief heart officer, like health, mindset, and all that stuff, and tie that together, because I don't want to have like a straight business,
Right.
cast. I want something that, brings a little bit more spirituality to how I'm building. So, yeah, that's a snapshot view. I have this little quick down here. If I need to open up Termius, boom. If I want to open up Codex, boom. If I want to open up Claude, boom. If I want to open up Gemini for a quick chat, I got Gemini here. Fireflies, Claude design. But yeah, that's it in a snapshot.
That's really cool. That's really cool. Now, are you going to be doing this only for you? You're going to pretty much...
I'm doing it for all my clients.
Nice.
So those agents, hopefully, once they serve my own companies, I'm going to have them start serving other agents.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
What I plan on doing too is to lower the API use, because right now this is only 14 hours of a total build in total for this. My biggest thing is just making sure that all these APIs, because I'm dealing with 376 different APIs, and making sure that they're all connected. Originally, this loading phase took about 120 seconds in total, so I was able to bring it down just by switching the model to about 70 seconds, which is really cool.
So if you click on, what does this mean? What is it?
So this is the overall composite score. So right now, this is running off of 7 main agents with 27 sub agents underneath, pulling all this data. And the biggest issue for me right now is just making sure that all the endpoints fire. So it goes here, should I buy? And it says right here, negotiate. Appreciation play. South Tampa, the 3362.9 is a high barrier to entry submarket with exceptional demographic, anchor fundamentals, blah, blah, blah. So then it shows you the max offer, the 5-year IRR, and the cash flow that they have right here. But this is the blended estimated value. So then you have your asking price, your estimate. Obviously it's not on Zillow, so you don't have as estimate.
Are those is that accurate though? Like, you think that's the actual like value?
This is why it says low confidence.
Okay.
For this one, I haven't worked on all the APIs for their endpoints.
My dad's selling some of his properties. I'm wondering if you can analyze like 329 Broadway.
Well, it will say with low confidence what the value is, or it would be like medium confidence or high confidence if all the endpoints are firing. So yeah, we can do that in a second. I just want to show you how this overall looks, because my biggest thing was making sure that the functionality is super important, at least on this aspect. So you get to see the asking price estimate, all that, and then the comparables in the area. So you can see you're looking at over 1 million with some of these places like West Canada Street, but then you see on the other side of the tracks it's 660,000, 870,000. So it's a little bit of a range depending on where you're at. I mean, guess whatever hood you come from. So then will it make money? And that's where this comes into play. Monthly rent, operating costs, net operating income, estimated debt service ratio, and monthly cash flow. So it's a low risk, it's given in a climate risk C, obviously because of flood storms, the insurance costs between 1.5 to 2.5%. Crime risk, as you saw before, right here, you can see it's super high in that area. So it's or I should say it's above average. The tenant demand risk, vacancy with 1.3% within 0.5 miles. Environmental, the EPA, these ones are always firing, so these are really good. The EPA hazard sites, no EPA hazard sites detected, and then gives you the deal killers right here. Hey, hurricane risk, storm risk, 35 or 37 high precipitation days over a 5-year period. Cool. So I'm working on this right now, which is the BRR calculator too. So like if you wanted to, renovate this and do this, so then you can pretty much download this into everything here into a lender PDF and then send it out right to your lender, so that you have everything in play. This is what I really wanted to hone in on too, is just the AI coach or the negotiation coach, so that you can be like, hey, do you want to buy and hold? But since I pulled all the data, it said yes. So then you want to go for fast close. So like for this, it shows the opening strategy, open at 689. This is your anchor and gives you the reasons why. Your walkaway price, a hard ceiling 726. The seller knows that it's a 3.8% cap rate. Is weak, they're not delusional, they're strategic. They want to peak out valuation before the market conditions erode buyer demand. Understand that, and then they'll give you a whole little thing. Contingencies to lock in on, so they'll tell you, hey, commercial inspection, rent roll, lease review, contingency, and everything like that. Luckily, I have the rent roll right here already built into the system so that people can go drop that in there.
So I know you're like heavy into the development. Like, do you have a go-to-market strategy right now that you're thinking about?
Yeah, so launching with 50 initial investors to use the app, and specifically commercial real estate investors, and also ones that are in the AI space, like, public speaking and having courses and all that. And I want to launch with those people. Yeah. And I want them to launch this, so then they can talk about it and be like, hey, use this. And then I'll give them a small percentage of, just promoting this.
Yeah.
and using this platform?
Yeah, I mean, I'd love to help you promote this. I know this. I met this one coach who he coaches people on wholesaling,
Okay.
and he has like deals with some like the biggest builders, like Toll Brothers and a few other big ones.
Cool.
And then he's helping them buy lots and properties like in the masses right now. And then he has like 1,000 students and like a community of like 20,000 like wholesale like cold callers.
Mm-hmm.
Once this is ready to go to market, and it's like refined and it's ready for like mass market.
Yeah.
I would love to help you structure that, help you get that deal, help you negotiate it.
Well,
And
that's
it'll be part of the mix if you're
that,
open to it.
I just want to make this so that it's like
Yeah.
good,
Yeah.
it's functioning well, and
Yeah,
then once
14 hours in, you gotta put a little bit more work.
yeah,
in.
100%.
Not enough sweat equity in this.
No,
case.
absolutely not. But this, like I said, is super in the alpha phase.
Yeah.
But what I eventually want to get to do is, hey, get these real estate investors on board and get ones that actually have coaching services and all this stuff so that they can talk and they can promote it as well.
Yeah.
So then it can kind of organically that way bring people in. And that was kind of my approach to launching this software as a whole. And with that, I'll just lock them in for a really premium rate, and then or I should say a really discounted rate. And then for everyone else after those first 50, then they're launching with the more premium rates, which is like $5.99 a month or something like this. Because anything else that's even closer, remotely close to this, you're paying close to $1,000 for.
Yeah. As soon as you're ready to launch, I want everything in place for you.
Yeah.
And,
Give me about like another 2 weeks, and this is gonna be on point. The UI is gonna be crazy.
how many consulting clients do you have on retainer right now?
Over 56.
Oh wow.
Yeah. And right now I'm having a couple of JV ventures with some of my previous clients, just taking what I've already built and launching it to the masses. Like I've been doing one with construction rental companies, tire companies. So
Congrats on
Thank
your fast progress. I appreciate you coming through.
yeah, dude.
You want to ride back home? I'll drive you home.
I don't trust a soul, I don't trust nobody. Do it by some pills, I don't trust my own body.
When I first met you, and you're like, I'm an AI consultant. I thought that's what you've been doing forever, but you've done the restaurants.
Yeah.
You've done a
I've done-
call center. What else have you done?
I've done AI call centers, and then after the AI call center and I sold that, I delved a little bit into the gold space too. But during that time, I was really locked into, hey, honing my craft with local models. Because I'm from New York and my dad has a lot of connections out there, and just getting in, helping out certain businesses when it comes to AI infrastructure. And the other thing too is I want to really focus on, providing good services, because I didn't want to just be like the normal AI consultant that just, charges monthly but doesn't have really good ROIs when it comes to dealing with certain people. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. Do you have a big team right now, or is it just you?
It's just me.
Damn, dude, you are very efficient right now. You want a team, or you're like AI all the way?
No, well, for me personally, as I continue to scale, probably. But so far, like it's been nice because I like getting my hands dirty.
Yeah.
I like the idea of being a solopreneur, just to say that I can, because it's so hard to do it. You know.
We've all heard that saying, do what you love and you never work another day in your life.
And I wake up every day loving what I do.
Yeah.
I have no regrets. I'm like, good morning, Claude. How are we today?
Yeah.
And I love it. I love it.
So did you serve? Like, where were you? Or did you mainly do like stateside stuff?
No, for the most part, I was in the South Pacific.
Oh wow.
So Philippines, Okinawa, we did Indonesia.
Yeah.
I was all over in that region. But yeah, it was always predominantly the South Pacific. Super cool though. Yeah. It was a good
And
time.
how old are you now?
29.
Wow.
And that's why I love the AI Builders Club. So it was actually really the idea of Carlos, because Carlos wanted to do more of that AI. We went to a biblical retreat and we split up into two groups, one that specifically deals with AI and another one that does specifically with other businesses. So Carlos was like, why don't we just do an AI event that we do every week? And I was like, yeah, it was me, Roman, and him. And we're like, yeah, let's do it. But we need to have really good people.
Yeah,
people that are actually active in the space, doing really cool shit. And that's what I love.
Yeah. I'm glad I finally
Yeah, linked with you. Yeah.
I'm glad I finally ran my first mile in this AI race.
Dude, it's cool. It's cool to see how quickly you ran that too. You really jumped those numbers up quick. Yes, sir. So this is awesome.
Awesome, brother. Hey, you're the man.
Yeah.
We'll talk soon. So a month ago, I was actually feeling super uninspired. Everything felt like a chore, and I was like trying to show up with purpose, trying to show up with more, you know, like strategy and mindset. I've also made a big shift the last month, you know, been trying to focus more on my health, hit the gym. Recently just got on peptide and supplement stack, and that's definitely helped. But I think the most important thing has been shifting my focus to building something that brings me passion, joy, inspiration, and that's building agentic agents. And it's just so cool to see what I've been able to build in the last month alone. I actually hired an AI consultant to put me on some game. You know, we have multiple terminals running now with Codex and Claude, DeepSeek on the back end. Might look into more local models after this meeting with Aaron. Like, this AI that we call Atlas is going to be the brain of my entire life and business. It already knows so much about me. We're pulling in some of the best knowledge bases that we can find from like Hormozi and Dan Martell, and we're gonna have at some point a whole team of agents that we're gonna call the Citadel. There's gonna be Athena as the CEO that helps drive high-level decisions. We're gonna have Venus, that's the partnerships manager. We're gonna have Mars is gonna be like the COO that's gonna understand like best practices when it comes to operations, workflows, delegation. And then all of those agents are gonna talk to each other. We have Iris as well. That's effectively gonna be like the designer, the brand builder. So it's super exciting. We're gonna have the whole cast, maybe even make a little sitcom and with AI, create some mini films, mini business shorts about them interacting. I'm gonna have them even coach on my behalf, you know, with everything that I know now, and then tie them into voice agents so people can do real-time calls and talk to them as if they were their team members, and upload images and documents and everything. So all of this is coming together so fast. It's crazy what you can build in one weekend when you feel inspired. I literally slept 3 hours on Friday and then 2 hours on Saturday, but it was worth it. You know, sometimes I like to go on a little bit of a sprint. I don't ever want to waste a stroke of genius, and I'm excited to, you know, bring you guys along for the ride. We're going to document this whole journey, all these other builders that we're collaborating with, in partnerships with, joint ventures with. So very excited for this year, very excited for the age that we're in.
I think I'm addicted to your hands on my hips. I think it's the first time that I know.
Let's go! We live it now, baby! We live it! What a privilege it is to be alive! What a privilege it is to work! Let's go!
We're taking over, baby. We are taking over. This is no joke. So if you like this episode, we're gonna be doing episodes just like this every single week. Share this with a fellow entrepreneur, like and subscribe. We'll see you on the next one.
Can't even tell you what day it is. I've been in Turkey so long, I love it here. Can't even tell you what day it is. I'm on so many pills, I don't know how I made it.